couple verses for them. I'm not sure. I think they said they're gonna try and bring that out in like September. So
that'd be good to hear.
Yeah, so you should be hearing me on there. Yeah, so
Makes sense.
man.
Makes sense.
Yeah, man.
Can't lie though, in a couple of your new tunes, yeah, you got a couple bars, man.
Yeah.
That as a
picking up the lyrics now.
like, cause bro, I'll be honest, as a podcaster, they stood out to me.
Okay.
I wanna like, no, genuinely, cause
Go there. Let's see.
look, in this one, yeah. Look. By the way.
Bodies reform criminals acting righteous. Truth is you're too old for the violence. See a podcast, I press silence. I don't vibe with it. I ain't buying it. I'm tired of it. He's lying in it.
What you saying? You're offended.
No.
That's the massive distract to the podcast.
But
I want real talk. I don't press silence for real talk, true stories.
Okay.
There.
Clarify that. Yeah.
But obviously, with like those kind of bars, yeah.
Yeah.
These reform criminals acting righteous.
Yeah.
They're too old for violence.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then I'm tired of it. I see your podcast and I'm silencing it.
Yeah.
Right, that's one that I saw.
Right.
And then before we get into it, there is another that I come across.
Go on.
I don't know if it's the same song. Let me just double check. This one.
Bodies reform criminals
Yeah,
acting
it
righteous.
is the same thing. Just different video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's because you've done two different visuals.
Yeah.
What is that about, bro? Like, because I can't lie. I'm a podcaster.
Yeah.
There's a few other podcasters out there. There's quite the industry is kind of like
Right.
yeah, there's quite a few. That's why I couldn't put my finger on it.
Bro, first and foremost, let's start with the title of the song. It's called False Prophets.
Yeah.
So this ain't about everyone. This ain't about any podcaster.
Okay.
Strictly for the false prophets. Strictly for the wolves in sheep's clothing. Strictly for the man that. There's just a type of person out there, bro. This covers a range of different types of people, bro. Like, first and foremost, I say, reform criminals acting righteous. Truth is you're too old for. There's enough man out there acting like they turned their lives around for the better.
But they're still trying to prove them.
Do you get what I'm saying? They're trying to act like they turned their life around for the better. But the truth is, whatever they was doing before ain't working, and they're hiding behind the righteous thing. And it's okay to change your life around and whatever, but like, it's what you're putting it out there. And I see it in our community. Our community is riddled with it. So I just wanted to call it out. Do you get what I'm saying? And secondly, there's also like, you know what? I was chatting to someone the other day, and you know, someone said to me, that goes, the people like the false prophets are also people like that maybe start trouble or had trouble, and then when something catches up with them, they're like, no, I'm just a podcaster, I'm just this. And they hide behind that to start trouble. So they hide behind this righteous thing, but try and start trouble. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Stirrers.
Yeah, so it's kind of
That's why he pulled me up on the unbiased thing. He's had enough.
Not really. I just wanted to know what you meant by that.
Yeah, he wants to know the
That's what I think is self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But as I said, I see.
So it wasn't a personal shot at someone.
It wasn't a personal shot. I just see it, and then there's people that are labeling themselves public figures, community leaders. But when I just pre them, you ain't no leader, bro. You ain't no leader, bro. It's blind leading the blind, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by it.
No, I agree, you know. To even touch on it as a podcaster as well, bro, we could go viral a lot more if we clout chased, or if we had like
100%.
fuckery and arguments and stuff, But like, I feel like there's a level of like decorum and personal like etiquette that like I wouldn't want that every week, and I wouldn't want that. I'd rather have a good reasoning with like people from the scene that laid the bricks for the foundation. Like, there's a lot of people as well.
I respect that though.
Nah, come on, because there's a lot of people as well. Like I was saying to Hunt Tizzy and Creeper Crisis on the last episode.
Bringing them up.
It's like a lot of shows won't even book certain people in if they haven't got enough followers and that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Or they ain't got a tune out right now.
Yeah, that's or if they ain't won the mobile and
Yeah.
or if they're not like got beef.
That's
with
just
someone.
the scene. It's like that though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always been a bit like that, innit? Really.
Yeah.
But my whole thing was kind of like, everyone leans on. You know what they lean on, bro? I've seen Mimi the music blogger say to DJ AG to gatekeep it for quality control. Then I've seen like people talk about Fumes plugged in.
See that.
Yeah, I've seen Fumes. They talk about Fumes plugged in.
What do you think of her saying that?
It's dead.
Sorry to cut in.
No, it's
but
dead.
yeah.
It's dead. Because big up Mimi, you got good reviews and stuff, and you're doing your thing. But the truth is, if you try and gatekeep a corner sound system culture, we're done at it. We're rubbed out because when you go carnival, the beauty of carnival is that like the brothers at Volcano Sound, the Killies they can set up Volcano. They can bring out Dizzy as the act of the day, but leading up to Dizzy, they can bring my youth from Kilburn to drop his ragga tune. Gappy Ranks might come. Like it is culture, bruv. Like it's culture, it's sound system thing. Like you gotta remember, there's a bag of man that like are good at doing music but just never had a hit record. And there's a bag of talent that's like the next gen and that. And if you gatekeep too much and you're too funny, like you're gonna miss out on the future. You're gonna make an element of like, I don't know, I feel like, you know, like it's all clout, bro. Have you got enough followers to get on? Have you got enough money?
You're right, bro. Can
you afford to pay to come on?
Yeah, you're not gonna find natural talent like that.
Do you get me?
Bro, you're right. And
save that for Radio 1.
You know what? Like I can't remember what blog it was. They were just making a point about like, you know what? No, sorry. Put that blog thing aside. See when Sculpture got his mobile and he said, this is for the man with about 1 billion streams. This is for basically this is for the people that are just this is for the people that are just cold. There's so much cold people, but I feel, and I say this with respect, I feel the blogs are partly to blame. And I'm not saying it in no malicious way or no funny way. They're partly to blame for this kind of culture of like, oh, what's his numbers saying?
Yeah. What can they get out of it?
Yeah, what's the numbers saying? Like, and respect to all the blogs because a few blogs support me, but I feel like there's a responsibility for the blogs to kind of like, you know,
recognize talent.
Recognize talent and not make it so much about the numbers.
Their thing's a bit different because their thing's a numbers game to an extent. Yeah. So like for instance, we've had like classic interviews where if they're really good bloggers, they can go watch the ASB Mano interview and they can get the part where ASB asked Mano if he ever knew Notorious B.I.G. because they're from the same hood. People didn't ask that much. I didn't know because Mano's older than you think.
Oh,
so he's said, I used to see Biggie in the corner store. Say when I see him in the street and at the basement parties. So like that, if like a big blog pulled that and they patterned the edit right and the caption, that could catch that and like that's sick. You'll have people like thinking, or when he was dealing with Little Kim and that, like them kind of things. But what they do is they wait for the other blog to post the argument or the send.
And then they will jump on it.
And then they jump on it and repost and they make their job easier. So there's not a lot of, I'll be honest, I don't expect much from blogs no more. There's a lot of blogs in England that are
lacking the creativity.
They're cool, but I don't really care like if you post me or not. Like I know they only post us when like Big French talks about the gun jamming on him or when you know when bloody Justo and Quincy have the face off or when I don't know, you know what I mean, the politics parts. So I don't really expect much because unless you're paying, you can't really dictate what they. But like to be honest with you, the recognition of talent means more to me than a blog post. Like AG, Mac 10, if they started getting too prissy and they started saying Stamina,
they'll lose it off.
If they said Stamina, we you know you're good, but we don't think you got enough followers. That's that's bad, bro. Because you're someone that, like you said, you lived in the same block as Wiley. You've sent it with Rough Squad. Are you mad?
I'm not gonna say who's. I've been DM'd a certain freestyle platform.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say who.
Yeah.
The guys replied, what's he said? You need 500,000 followers. No, not 500,000 views on YouTube. There were some long criteria like bullet points, and I thought, it's a bit mad, like.